Okay, this is chapter 2, the end of chapter 1 and the beginning of chapter 2 for Indian Tales. Oh, well, good morning, Mr. Moon. No, silly, you mean good night. No, I don't. It's good morning for the moon. All right, go to sleep. Bear was already snoring, and now Antelope sat up. She looked into the shadows and sang softly a song to the night. It said, "Dream for my child, so that he will have power." The next morning, Bear woke up early, long before the sun was up. It was the very beginning of the break of dawn when Bear sat up and started to sing. He was singing softly to himself, sort of humming. Then he got up and stretched himself and went to the spring to wash his face. He started a campfire while it was yet all dark. Then he started to cook breakfast. He was heating stones, small, round stones. "Mother, what is he singing? Who is that man," he said, "was coming over the mountains from the east, singing with the daylight?" "Oh, he was singing about his shadow. That song is what the shadow sings, your shadow also. You must make him sing that way in the morning. Everybody's shadow comes home in the dawn singing like that." "But what do you mean, comes home?" "Sure, he comes home to you. Your shadow does. You are his home." "But where has he been?" "Oh, he's been going around during the night, visiting, going places, and in the morning he comes home to you." "Does he always come?" "No. Sometimes he gets lost. That's why your father was singing. We are in a strange place. His shadow might be wandering around looking for him. But if the shadow hears him singing, he says to himself, 'Oh, that's me over there. That's where I belong.' And if he gets lost, what happens then?" Hold on, the pages are kind of stuck together. Okay. There's the little picture. See? "Then you get sick and you die. You can't keep on living without your shadow." Fox Boy thought a moment. Then he said, "But Father's not going to die because he's singing, and his shadow must have heard him. I better sing too, so my shadow will hear me. Do you think you can remember the song? Listen, we'll sing it together. I'm coming, over the mountains I come home. I'm coming, with the daylight I come home. I'm coming, from the east I come home." Well, now look, we better get up and help Bear cook breakfast. So they got up and washed their faces at the spring. Then Antelope took some acorn flour and made mush. Then she picked some hot stones from the fire with a couple of sticks and dropped them into the mush, which was a small basket. The hot stones made a hissing sound. Whish, 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 whish. Pretty soon the mush was bubbling and boiling. Little Fox Boy couldn't wait. He put his 2 fingers into the mush. "Ouch!" he yelled, jumping up and down, shaking his fingers. "Well, why don't you wait and let it cool a little? Nobody's going to take it away from you. Take your time, take your time. It never was that people couldn't wait a minute. Watch me. Watch how I do it." Now Antelope deftly scooped some mush with her 2 fingers, and she licked them off quickly, just like that. There's the sun. "That's the way to do it," she said. "Oh, I can do that myself," said Fox. He was so quick that he smeared his nose with the mush, and they all laughed. Breakfast over, they rolled up their things, shouldered their packs, and started traveling again. Traws, 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 up the trail. Traws, 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 down the trail. Traws, 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 along the level trail. They traveled all day, and that night they made their camp by a little stream. And Fox Boy crawled in between Bear and Antelope, and under the rabbit-skin blanket he was soon fast asleep. The next afternoon they reached the village of the Hawks. "Where is the house of the chief?" "Over there, right there, there's their house. The 2 hawk chiefs, Big Blue Hawk and Little Sparrow Hawk. They are the chiefs of this place." "That house over there?" "Yes, that's the house." Hawk Chief! Hawk Chief! Well, what do you want? What do you make so much noise? The door is on the east side." "Don't speak that way," said Blue Hawk to Sparrow Hawk. "You are too rough. Haven't you got any manners? How do you know that these people aren't important people come to visit us, and you treat them rough like that? Come in, go around. You people aren't used to our country. We don't come in and go out through the smoke hole here. We have a door. Go right around to the east side. Come right in." but the sparrowhawk had already flown out. He went out through his own door. He had a hole in the side of the wall by the side of the big door, a door all for himself, just his size. He went out. He was mad. He flew up into the night. "Come right in," said Blue Hawk, and they went in. Oops. Okay. Bear and Antelope stooped under the lintel in the doorway, and Fox was stooping also. They all sat around the fire, and Antelope was unpacking the baby quail. All the hawk people came in, one by one, and sat on their heels around the wall. Then Blue Hawk Chief spoke. "You are welcome here. You have come a long way. You are welcome." "We didn't know where the door was." "Our people have a door on the side. Maybe your people have a smoke hole for a door. It's a good way, too." "But someone spoke about another door." "Oh, that's my older brother. That's Sparrowhawk. Don't pay him any attention. He's a bad one. He's a mean one. That's his door there. You see that little door there? Well, that's his door. Can't come in and out through the main door like everybody else. Must have his own little door. He never grew up. I don't know why. Some people say it's because he had the ha-has when he was a little boy. They say it keeps them from growing up properly. I don't know. It's possible. I remember he used to cry and yowl and stamp his foot and say, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to. Just like that. Seems that's the way they sing when they got a bad case of the ha-has. Anyway, he never grew up, stayed small and mean. But there he comes. I hear him. Listen. And out in the night they heard his song coming nearer and nearer. Ya, ya, henna, ya, ya, henna. They all looked towards the small hole by the side of the main door, and Sparrowhawk flew in, making a zigzag and a loop, and then stood above their heads, flapping his wings. Then he alighted in the cleared space in front of the fire and said hello. Hello yourself, said Fox Boy, and he roared with laughter. I want to play with that little boy. I like him. Everyone roared with laughter. Sparrowhawk cried, All right, I'll play with you. Come on. Watch out, boy, watch out. He's a hard one to handle. He's spoiled, but if you want to keep him for a pet, you can have him. We won't miss him. The Fox Boy then grabbed the Sparrowhawk, and they had a lively tussle on the floor and almost rolled into the fire. Fox gave a yell and let the hawk loose. The hawk had bitten him on the thumb. Fox cried, I don't want him for a pet. You can keep him. The Sparrowhawk flew out through his own little door, and they could hear his war song diminishing into the night. Fox Boy was nursing his thumb. All the hawk people were rocking with laughter. Blue Hawk was laughing too. He cried, Let him go. You're not losing much of a pet. I sort of thought you could handle him. He may be small, but he's hard to handle. Now the hawk people were settling in for the night, choosing places for themselves here and there around the wall of the house. Bear picked up his pack and started for the door. Where are you going? Asked the Blue Hawk Chief. Oh, I'm going out to look for a place for us to sleep. Oh, no, you don't need to do that. Sleep right here with us. Plenty of room. Make your bed here, inside. Anywhere. I see you have a rabbit skin blanket. How do you make those blankets? Oh, it's easy, said Antelope. It's not much of a trial. It only takes patience and a lot of rabbits, about 200 rabbits. Cut the skins into long strips and then twist them. That makes the fur stick out. Then weave the strips together. That's all. Well, said Blue Hawk Chief, you are clever people. And I helped my mother twist the strings, said Fox Boy proudly. Here's a picture. Well, you did. And did you help catch the rabbits, too? Nope, said Fox. They won't keep still. All the hawks roared with laughter, and Fox Boy laughed with everyone. And now they were settling themselves for the night. Blue Hawk Chief called, Fire tender, where are you? Poke the fire, put some twigs to burn, and give us a light to make our beds.